the founder and CEO of a company called Le FabShop, which is the first French global company on the makers market. We are the leader of the maker movement in France, and we are doing three things. We are a design and creative studio that focus on R&D into 3D printing technologies. We invented new materials for 3D printing based on seaweed, because we are based on the seaside in Saint-Malo. We are a startup from the west of France. We also have our workshop here at the family, and you can walk in and look at the machines we distribute and we use. We are the distributor for MakerBot, the leader of the personal 3D printing machines, which are what we call desktop 3D printers, because they are used to be on your designer's desktop. The last thing we do is a community activity, which is opening the first professional maker space in Paris, which will be designed with professional equipment and software and professional people to help designers, startups, bring their physical object to life and to prototype. So let's get into it. From rapid prototyping to direct fabrication, today 3D printing technology is basically three techniques. The first one, the most common, the one that built the world 3D printing, is based on filament. And filament is usually a plastic filament that is a roll that will be melted and deposited layer by layer. That's what it's called, 3D printing, on a bed plate to build physical objects. And not only you can build gorgeous parts, but they can be also articulated, like this little elephant that we created in January and was last week on the cover page of the Wall Street Journal. This technique is still a prototyping technology. In saying that, I mean that we have great manufacturers, great artisans in France and worldwide and in all your companies that may look at this and say, well, this is pretty cheap. Of course it's cheap, but that's the first stage of prototyping. And if you add your magic, your own finishing touch, you can bring this to another level. So this is prototyping for pretty cheap, but we can achieve greater goals. The second great family of technique is based on resin, and these machines have a more accurate precision. They will use a UV curated resin that is usually deposited with an inkjet printer that will deposit a support material and the final UV resin. This technology is used a lot in jewelry, in car manufacturing for parts, and in everything that requires high precision. The third great family of 3D printers use powders, and these powders can be stone-based, they can be polymers, plastic-based, and they can be any metal. Today, these kind of printers will print anything from stainless steel to titanium, but also gold or silver. And these machines have now an accuracy that is down to 5 cubic microns, which is really amazing for any mechanical part. But there are a lot of other side techniques, and as Manuela introduced the panel, today we talk about bio 3D printing. We can print living cells. We can print, a company called Organovo prints kidneys and livers. Companies in England print blood vessels. A company in Germany prints eyeballs. So moving forward, what this brings to your industry is what I call ahead of time production. Because knowing your customers' data, looking at their profile on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, you know what they like. And they buy products from you that will be connected. And just like software companies collect customers' data, tomorrow your company will collect your customers' data and analyze this. And when you mix customers' data and objects data with digital manufacturing, you get tailor-made for the masses. And I mean, your market is going to explode, because tomorrow market, it makes tailor-made, one-of-a-kind parts available for everybody. And in saying that, with your customers' data, you can know how they use the parts they buy from you. You know what they like. You know when they go out of their apartment, walk to your stores, and in the meantime, you can manufacture something that it will be waiting for them hanging in the store. So moving forward, this is a few examples of the things we do. This is a 3D printed corset that was made on measure for our friend for Valentine, and we basically 3D scanner, so we know our physical data, and we 3D printed this corset. And for us, it was a great success, because when you mix 3D printers and naked ladies on the internet, you get a larger audience for your project. But today, for jewelry, for example, our friend Jessica Rosenkrantz from Nervous System allows you to, on her website, to become your own the designer of your own parts. And again, this is one-of-a-kind manufacturing. You go to our website, you choose earrings or cuffs or rings or necklace, and with little switches, you can modify the cell structure of that ring and make your one-of-a-kind nervous system ring for you. And this is, again, another disruption in the system, because until now, jewelers have to produce the piece, show them in a store to sell them. Jessica will not produce anything until you make the order, put your credit card, and confirm your order. So it's another way of, for artisans to make money ahead before they produce, when it used to be you have to produce first, show, and then sell. Well, that's basically the short introduction, and we'll have more to discuss with our friends at the end of that presentation. Thank you, Manuela.